Hello guys, hope everyone is doing good. I welcome you all back to my channel with another interesting tutorial. Today we are going to learn a new type of surface ornamentation, which is the mirror work. So here you can see the mirrors. They are available in many shapes and sizes and types. So you can see that the mirrors reflect light at different angles. So I shall show you some important types of the mirror work which we can achieve using different mediums. So here in the first swatch you can see that I am drawing this type of round shapes. You can also use this type of stencils to develop these round shapes. And now fill in with the color of your choice. I am using black. Now take a golden gel pen and give the borders to your mirrors. Now most of the mirror work have a border around them. That can be anything using threads in any embroidery pattern or using zardozi work or bead work. So it's up to you which look you want to give. Now take a very sharp pencil and give this kind of borders around your mirrors. That will give the look of those shadows on the mirror works. So the first look is completed. It's very simple and you can try this out. In the next one I am doing the pattern first using the pencil. You can see. So here I am using a very light wash of the watercolor. You can see that the color is very light, and I will spread it on the area where I want to give the base color look. So let your base color dry completely, then move to the next step. Here I am using this type of gel pens, which is a fine liner, to give the look of a chain stitch pattern around the mirrors. Now chain stitch is a very commonly used stitch along with the mirror works. It gives a very nice border to your mirrors and it's commonly used on many types of fabrics, and the look comes out to be very vibrant and colorful. And lastly, don't forget to give the shadows on your mirrors using this black fine sharp pencil. So guys, in the third one I will show you that you can also use the mirror works in any other type of pattern as well, because mirrors are available in many shapes and sizes. So after my base color dried, I am using this brown pencil to give this type of round shapes which I want to show as beads work, and I am using this fine liner to give a more fine definition around the beads. Also guys, here I wanted to show some zardozi works. So you can see how I am moving my pencil strokes. First I gave the strokes using black fine pencil, and then I am doing some shading using this orangish brown color. So yes, it's up to you which look you want to give to your work, and accordingly use that type of pencil colors. Now this one is quite interesting. What if the size of our mirror is quite large? And also there is good amount of thread work around our mirror. So you can see I have given a border to the mirror work here, and I will do the base color first. Now see how I am moving my pencil strokes. The pencil has to be very sharp to give me the look of this kind of fine thread work, and move it towards the outside. I mean, just refer to any actual embroidery pattern, and then you can understand how to move your pencil. And lastly, use black to give some shading over your embroidery work. And then you can use any glitter pen or gel pens to give the look of this thread work. And yes, we are done with this look as well. So guys, what if our base fabric is white and we want to highlight the mirror works as well? So what we can do is just highlight your mirror very nicely using the black pencil and give a border, and also you can show some fine thread work here using the pencil strokes. So while working on a white fabric, we can't add any color, right? But we can definitely use a white pencil to give some strokes over the fabric to make it look more glossy or smooth. So yes, that's what you can do. And also you can use this type of fine liners to give more better definition to your mirrors. So guys, what if you don't work with watercolor or you don't have those fine liners? You can definitely work with Staedtler Luna watercolor pencils as well. First, do the base color by using water to give the watercolor effect, and let your base color dry completely. And make sure the pencils are very sharp to give you this fine strokes of the pencils. So apply maximum pressure with your hand to put more emphasis on the strokes, and here you can give the look of the thread work as well. So guys, we are done with all the swatches. I hope you understood everything very clearly, and you can also see that how we can manipulate the art supplies to develop different looks and try out different techniques. So let's move to the main illustration. I have drawn the silhouette of the garment here and colored the skin tone as well, and there are separate videos on my channel on everything in detail about the skin tones and face rendering, hair rendering. So everything is there, you can go and check them out. The links are all posted down below, and also you can check out the separate playlist on my channel. So here in this illustration you can see that I have drawn the mirrors first with the pencil. I have drawn the mirrors at the areas where I want, and now I'm using watercolor to give the base, but I will not color the mirrors. I'm keeping them blank, and you can use watercolor or even Staedtler Luna watercolor pencils or poster colors, anything to do your base. And also I am coloring this dupatta using a brush pen from the Camelin range, and let the colors dry very nicely, then only I will do the mirrors. When your color is wet, let the colors dry nicely. Otherwise, if you start working as soon as the colors are wet, you can just damage your illustration. So be very patient and let all the base color dry nicely, then only move to the surface ornamentation part. And here I'm using a pencil color to give the folds. So guys, while choosing a pencil color to work on the base, you can either choose black or gray to give the shadows, of course, or you can choose a pencil color which is little darker than your base color. That will put more emphasis on the corners, and it will also blend the black very nicely. So since my base color is orange, I'm using a brownish pencil color here. You can see I'm first working with the brown pencil color. After that I will give some grey and some black. So here you can see I'm using very light strokes of the grey pencil and then I'm blending it with the brown pencil. So yes, these are some of the things you can keep in mind while giving the folds using pencil colors over your base color. And lastly, of course, you can use the white pencil on the highlighted area. Now using white is very much dependent on which fabric you want to show, because not all the fabrics have too much of shine. So that is totally up to you how much shine or reflection you want to show. So accordingly use your white. So guys, here also you can see how I am using the pencil strokes towards the upside on this dhoti pant. A very interesting thing, if you can notice, is the look of the drapes in the dupatta and in the pant. You can see that both of them are in different direction. The drapes of the dupatta is falling towards the downside, and in the dhoti pant it's going towards the upside, and that's how you have to use your pencil strokes towards the direction of your drapes. So if you are very new to pencil shading, that's something you can follow, that which direction is your drapes are going, and that's how you are going to do the pencil strokes in that direction only. So guys, you can see that I have colored the mirrors. I mean, I have done nothing fancy. I have just used the black pencil to give the shadows, and now I'm using the glitter gel pen to give some borders. And this is the same thing which I have shown you in the swatch card also. Here again I'm using the gel pens to give the borders to my mirrors. I'm using the chain stitch look to give the borders to these mirrors, and you can also use any pattern of the stitches, and that's how you can use your gel pen to give the fine look of the embroidery. Here you can see I'm giving the look of the chain stitch again. So it's up to you how you want to use the borders in your mirrors. Also guys, you can use the black pencil to give some little shadows on the area where you are showing the thread work. I mean, that will definitely put more emphasis on your thread work. So guys, I hope you understood the mirror work rendering very nicely, and you should definitely use these techniques in your illustrations as well. And you can share your works with me on my Instagram ID. This is the Instagram ID, and you can come and check out my works as well. Also guys, this is how I finish the look of my jewelries. First I give the base outline with a fine liner, and then I do the base color, and after that I use the black pencil to give some shading, especially at the corners, keeping the middle part more lighter. This will show the area of reflection. I mean, jewelries are very shiny. You can also use some white highlights using white gel pen or some acrylic paint to give the shimmery look. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe it. I will see you all soon with another interesting tutorial. Till then, keep practicing, keep illustrating, and take care everybody.